In a fiery critique that sent shockwaves through the media, Jon Stewart turned his sharp, unapologetic rhetoric toward Meghan Markle's newly launched wellness brand as ever. The brand, marketed as a luxurious wellness experience, has come under scrutiny for its high-priced offerings, such as its jam priced at a staggering $9 and flour sprinkles costing $15. While lacking approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA. As controversy deepens, questions arise about the legitimacy of Markle's venture and whether her latest endeavor is another attempt to capitalize on her royal associations while dodging regulatory scrutiny. Meghan Markle, known for her polarizing presence in the media, launched as ever under the pretense of offering organic wellness products aimed at elevating everyday living. Yet, critics argue that the brand appears more focused on exorbitant pricing and grand marketing claims rather than actual quality assurance. When Jon Stewart took aim at as ever, he didn't hold back. He slammed the brand for allegedly bypassing FDA regulations, stating that consumers deserve transparency when purchasing health-related products. Although certain food items, like jams and sprinkles, may not necessarily require FDA approval under specific conditions, the lack of clarity surrounding as ever's compliance with safety standards raises concerns. The controversy surrounding the brand isn't merely about one luxury item, it's about trust in marketing, in regulatory adherence, and in the public figures profiting off these products. This isn't the first time Meghan Markle has faced backlash for a brand launch. Previous ventures, from her Spotify podcast to her Netflix productions, have faced waves of criticism regarding quality, integrity, and overall impact. Some argue that Markle has perfected the art of presenting herself as a disruptor while failing to uphold basic business principles. Her critics claim that as ever fits the pattern of grand branding backed by elite connections but lacking the essential validation that everyday consumers require. The controversy also raises questions about the blurred lines between celebrity-backed brands and actual regulated wellness products. When a public figure like Meghan Markle markets food and wellness items under lofty claims, should consumers trust it solely based on star power? The biggest concern surrounding as ever is not necessarily the absence of an FDA approval label on jam or flour sprinkles. It's the implication that the brand may be sidestepping regulatory oversight while pushing expensive lifestyle products onto consumers. Critics argue that if Markle positions as ever as a serious wellness brand rather than merely another high-end celebrity venture, it should meet the same regulatory standards as other wellness-related companies. Jon Stewart's fiery takedown wasn't merely an attack on Markle herself, it reflected growing public frustration with. In a fiery critique that sent shockwaves through the media, Jon Stewart turned his sharp, unapologetic rhetoric to celebrity brands that thrive on name recognition while dismissing fundamental industry standards. This scandal underscores an essential consumer concern: should trust be placed in luxury branding alone, or must accountability be enforced regardless of star power? As the storm rages over as ever's legitimacy, one thing remains clear: public perception of celebrity-endorsed wellness brands is shifting. While Meghan Markle continues to promote her latest venture, critics like Jon Stewart remind audiences that glamour and marketability cannot replace regulatory transparency. Whether as ever will address these concerns and strive toward greater credibility remains to be seen. But until then, consumers are left questioning whether Markle's latest endeavor is a meaningful contribution to the wellness industry or merely another flashy venture built on exclusivity rather than authenticity. The journey of as ever has been anything but smooth. Originally named American Riviera Orchard, the brand underwent a last-minute rebranding due to trademark issues and the geographically restrictive nature of the original name. Markle acknowledged that the initial name limited the brand's scope, prompting the change to as ever. However, this rebranding has not been without its own set of controversies. The name as ever is already in use by a small family-run clothing company, leading to potential legal disputes and further tarnishing the brand's image. Further complicating matters, as ever has faced legal challenges over its name and logo. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office issued a partial rejection of the brand's application, citing similarities to existing trademarks. Additionally, the logo's resemblance to the coat of arms of the Spanish village of Pereires has sparked potential legal action, adding another layer of controversy to the brand's launch. These legal entanglements suggest a lack of thorough research and foresight in the brand's development, undermining its credibility. This isn't the first time Meghan Markle's ventures have been met with skepticism. Her previous lifestyle blog, The Tig, was shuttered amid her transition into royal life. Now, with as ever, there appears to be a recurring theme of ambitious launches followed by unforeseen complications. The brand's association with Netflix and the simultaneous release of her show with Love, Meghan suggest a strategic media push, but the underlying issues cannot be ignored. The pattern of overpromising and underdelivering raises concerns about Markle's ability to successfully manage and sustain a commercial enterprise. The media's portrayal of Meghan Markle has been a roller coaster, with narratives oscillating between admiration and criticism. The current debacle with as ever feeds into the narrative of a celebrity leveraging their status for commercial gain. Celebrity brands that thrive on name recognition while dismissing fundamental industry standards. This scandal underscores without due diligence. Stewart's critique amplifies these sentiments, resonating with an audience that values transparency and authenticity. The public's growing skepticism towards celebrity-endorsed products underscores the importance of genuine engagement and adherence to regulatory standards. As ever stands at a critical juncture. The brand must address the FDA registration concerns head-on, rectify any legal challenges, and rebuild consumer trust. Meghan Markle's ability to navigate this tumultuous period will determine the brand's future trajectory. Transparency, accountability, and a commitment to quality will be essential in transforming this controversy into an opportunity for redemption. The path forward requires not just rebranding, but a fundamental reassessment of the brand's values and operational practices. Without due diligence, Stewart's critique amplifies these sentiments, resonating with an audience that values transparency and authenticity. The public's growing skepticism towards celebrity-endorsed products underscores the importance of genuine engagement and